Hello, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm super excited for you. The fact that you're watching this means something very exciting. It means that you have either received your brand new Saint makeup or you are about to receive it very soon. So let's just take a minute and let's celebrate. I'm so excited for you. Okay, you're gonna have so much fun. You are gonna love it. I just know it. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to be a little one-on-one class between you and me. I am Amanda. Hey, I'm your Saint artist, and I love the fact that you've trusted me this far to go on this makeup journey. I don't want to say journey. I never like the word journey, but on this makeup journey. And I say it's a makeup journey because I'm going to be very honest with you. When we transition from traditional makeup like liquid or maybe powder, maybe you've been using powder foundation or liquid foundation, going from those to cream foundation is very different. The way we put it on our face is very different. Tips and techniques are very different. So this is a journey because you are going to recognize that there's a slight learning curve, but that's why I'm here. You do not have to do this alone. I promise I will help you and walk you through it every single way, every step of the way. Oh, I wish I could get my words together, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? Okay, so if at this point you haven't opened up your Saint box, I want you to pause this video, pause, stop, go get that box of makeup, open it up, and come on back because I will show you exactly how to set up your compact and what order to put your shades in and all the fun things. Okay, so pause and go get it. I'll wait. Okay, hello, welcome back. I'm assuming you've gotten all your makeup and we are ready to party. So let me just explain a little bit about the concept of 3D foundation and how it's very different from the liquid we may have been using and the powder. So traditional makeup like these, traditional makeup we have been taught many years ago. Maybe you started doing makeup when you were in your teens. Maybe you are in your teens, I don't know. But we have been taught with traditional makeup to take a color that matches our neck or something as close as possible. Maybe it was the inner part of your wrist. We've been taught to take this foundation and put it all over our face. And then what we're supposed to do is build in shape, dimension, and color by adding a layer of contour, adding a layer of brightening right down the center, adding a layer of blush, and all kinds of things. The problem with that kind of concept with makeup is that it creates lots of heavy layers of makeup. I don't know about you, but I never liked the way that felt. I did it, but I didn't like it. I promise you, I was wearing like an inch worth of makeup at one point, and I'm so grateful that I don't have to anymore. So that is what traditional makeup teaches us, is that in order to get the most natural look, we start off with one blank canvas and then we start adding in layers of makeup to create a natural look. That works for some women. The reason why it doesn't work for a lot of women is because one, it doesn't feel good. Two, it doesn't work very well with their skin. Maybe if you have acne, cystic acne like I do, or mature skin, oily skin, dry skin, it doesn't work for every person. So with 3D foundation, it is a different technique, a different process. I'll show you. So when you reached out to me and did your color match, I recommended to you probably 3 shades, right? 3 different colors. Those colors are your foundation colors. Side note, I hope you can't hear my dog. She's right there chewing on a bone. If you can hear her, just ignore her. She's super cute, but I'm sorry. Anyways, back to the program. As my customer, I recommended 3 foundation shades to you. We like to call our foundations highlights. So from this point on, I'll probably call them highlights just so you know. But I recommended 3 shades of highlight for you. The reason I didn't recommend just one like this is because when you look at your natural face without makeup, I don't have makeup on, you will notice that there are different points of your face that are different colors. There's some spots that are a little bit darker because there's shadow, contour. There's other parts that match the majority of your face. That would be like your main highlight. And then there's other parts that are a little bit lighter, usually in the center of our forehead, down the bridge of our nose and our chin, and by our eyes, they're a little bit lighter. So instead of recommending one color of foundation, I recommended 3 colors that match your specific skin tone in the best way possible. That's what's wonderful about 3D foundation, is that it's customized to you. That's huge, because I don't know about you, but it has always been a struggle for me to go into the makeup store and find that shade that matched my face perfectly. That was always so hard. So when I found 3D foundation, I was sold. I was all in because it matched my skin perfectly. Now, let's go back to the makeup itself. I want you to grab your makeup and take a look at what you've got. You probably recognize you have several little tins that look like this. In these tins, you'll find your highlight, aka your foundation. I want you to open up the tins like this, slide it out. Here's the lid. You can put the lid aside, don't throw it away. Take your tin and grab your compact. I hope you got a compact. I really hope you got a compact and you were able to get it either for free or discounted. So grab your compact, your tin. Yeah, compact, yeah. I want you to place your tin right in your compact. So this white area on your compact is all magnetized. It's a big old magnet. Your tin sticks to it perfectly. So just grab your color and plop it in. It's not gonna go anywhere, I promise. Now, I like to line up my highlight colors from lightest to darkest. The reason I do that is because it's just easy for me to know exactly where all of my colors are at any given moment. You can arrange it in whatever pattern you like, because you'll figure out which pattern works best for you. But for me, I like to do lightest to darkest. Now, arrange your palette lightest to darkest just for right now, and we're gonna get started. I'll show you how to put your colors on your face. Now, some of us have 4 shades of highlight. The reason is I've got my brightening shade, my main highlight. By the way, your main highlight is the color that matches your skin tone the closest, and then my contour. This right here is my 4th highlight. That is for color correcting. You may have been recommended that 4th color as a color corrector, maybe to help correct skin issues that you have on your face. For example, I have dark acne spots, hyperpigmentation, a little bit of dark under eye. Maybe you have rosacea or melasma or other things that we need to color correct. That's what your 4th shade will be. This right here, this is a lip and cheek color. So this is what I use for my lips and my blush. I also use it for my eyeshadow, but I'm just gonna let you know, lips and blush. And then in the bottom, I like to use my the bottom part for my eyeshadows. Maybe you got some eyeshadows, maybe you didn't, but at least you have room to grow if you got this size, the double decker. And I like to put my eyeshadows on the bottom and put all my creams on the top. I keep them separated because I don't want them to intermix. If my eyeshadow pops out and it breaks or anything, I don't want my glitter eyeshadow to be in my my main highlight or my contour, okay? So just word to the wise, don't do that. Next thing is, I always recommend to my gals brushes. And we've talked, because you and I have talked, I got an idea of what kind of finish you like for your foundation, for your makeup, whether you like the glam look, full coverage, or if you like minimal and natural. And I have recommended the brush that is best for that purpose. Just word to the wise, the lighter, the fluffier the brush, the more, the lighter the application will be, the more natural your look will be. The denser the brush, the more full coverage it will, that look will achieve. I like to go right in the middle. 9 times out of 10, I'll recommend one of these brushes, the detail brush or the 3D brush, to my new customers, just because you can achieve both looks with these brushes because they're perfect middle ground. So grab your brush and take a look at it. Notice that it's double-ended. One side is typically smaller. On this brush, it's a little coned. The other side is bigger. Yeah, just like that. So you can use one brush to do your entire face. You don't have to change brushes. You don't have to do anything fancy. You can do your whole face with one brush. It's simple, it's simple, it's simple. So we're gonna start to do our makeup really, really quick, I promise. So line up all your colors, and we're gonna start with our brightening shade. We're gonna put it right on the inside of our eye and on the outside, the inside and the outside. Then we're also gonna put it right down the center of our nose, okay? I'm gonna use a detail brush because I like this brush. This is actually the first brush I ever bought when I was a customer, and I haven't even lost a bristle. Not one bristle. This is my ride or die, it's my baby, I love it. Oh, that was my dog, and she's a little noisy. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to tap into my brightening shade. Did you see I did that? I just tapped, and I'm going to put a little bit of product right here on the inner part of my eye. I'm going to tap again and put it on the outer part of my eye, and I'm going to bring it up so that I create that lifted look. I'm going to tap again and do the same thing on this side. Tap again and bring it up right there. Okay, that was simple enough, right? Now I'm going to use the same brush, tap once more, and I'm going to put my brightening shade right here in the center of my forehead, just like that. There we go. Tap and bring it down the bridge of my nose. There we go. Now, extra credit, you don't have to do this, but extra credit is to put it right here by your Cupid's bow and on your chin. Just like that. You don't have to, but you can. Now, if you have that fourth shade and you need to color correct, say you need to color correct your under eye, this is where I'd want to use this, or I want you to use your color correcting color on whatever it is that you and I have discussed that needs to be color corrected. So if it's acne, if it's rosacea, if it's broken capillaries, this is what I want you to do. I'm gonna put my color correcting shade right under my under eye, and I also have some darker spots here from acne. I'm gonna use that. So use the same brush. You can tap into your color correcting shade and just place it exactly where you need to color correct. Again, if you have broken capillaries, if it's acne, whatever, this is where it's gonna go. You do not have to put it under your eye if you don't struggle with that. But I have a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of product on my brush, and I'm just gonna barely tap it right where the discoloration is. Done. Same thing on this side, a little bit. With this makeup, less is more. It's better to use less than more, okay? I have a pimple right there. I'm just gonna tap right over that. See how it just kind of blurred it out? Tap again. And I've got some right here. Tap there, tap there, tap, tap, and right there. There we go. And I'm not obsessing. I'm not gonna go over every little spot that's a different color. I don't have to. I'm just gonna hit the spots that are sticking out to me. There. I'm done. That's it. I'm not gonna go anymore. Now, from that point, I'm gonna pop into my main highlight. Your main highlight is the color that would match your liquid foundation or your powder. It's the color that matches the majority of your skin. So take your brush, flip it over, and just tap, tap into your main highlight. I didn't dig, I didn't swirl, I just went tap, tap, very, very thin, very little amount of product. And now I'm gonna put it right on the top of my cheeks. I'll tap, tap, bring it on the bottom of my cheek, and whatever's left over on my brush, I'm going to bring on the side of my mouth like that. Okay? Now tap, tap, same thing, top of my cheek, tap, tap, bottom of my cheek, and whatever's left over on my brush, bring that down the side of my mouth all the way to above my lip. There we go, and my chin. Nice. Last place to put your main highlight is above your eyebrows. So tap, tap. You could probably even just do one tap. Okay, there we go. Right above my eyebrows, just like that. Now, I hope you've been noticing every placement that I've been putting my highlight on has gone on bare skin. I'm not layering any of my makeup. Every shade is going on bare skin. I have my brightest shade going down the bridge of my nose and the inner parts of my eye and the outer, and my right here and here. Then I did my main highlight above my cheek, side of mouth, below my cheek. If you look really close, I still have a sliver of skin open right there and right here, and then the top of my forehead doesn't have any product on. This is perfect because that's where I'm going to put my contour. All of these shades, they are foundation. They're your highlights. They act as foundation. They all add coverage, which is why you're able to put them on bare skin. What we're going to do at the end is blend it, and it'll look cohesive and gorgeous. So here's what I want you to do. Use the same brush, and we're going to tap into our contour. So go tap, tap, okay? Very little product. And we're going to contour our forehead. Contour is very simple. It's pretty simple because it goes in 4 areas. It goes on along your hairline on your forehead, down your cheeks, so 1, 2, 3, and then your jawline, 4. So top, bottom, and your cheeks. And contour is so beautiful. It can have an incredible effect when you do it. Please don't skip your contour. Please do it. The reason we contour is because it adds shape and dimension to your beautiful face that you already naturally have. Trust me, you are naturally contoured whether you realize it or you don't. Contour is the makeup world's way of describing shadow. I'll say it again. Contour is the makeup world's way of describing shadow. So when you look at your face in the mirror, when you just woke up and you see all this beautiful shadow based on the bone structure, you probably have beautiful shadow on your cheeks or your nose, your forehead, maybe by your eyes or your jaw. Some women even have it by their lips. The shadow that's being cast is contour. It's shadow. So when we put on our makeup, we want to add in that natural shadowing that already exists, okay? So we're just going to highlight and accentuate our beautiful features by using contour. So I've already tapped into my contour here. Remember, tap, tap. And we're just going to put it right along the hairline, right there. You see that? That was simple. I did one side. I'm gonna go tap, tap, and do the other side. Done. Now we're going to tap and put it on our jawline. The jawline is nice because it helps to hide the double chins, but it also is very helpful to give you that chiseled, strong jaw look, okay? So put it right underneath your chin. So look up and just drag it from here over to here. There you go, easy peasy. Last place is your cheeks. So some people, they find this a little bit tricky. I've got a trick for you. It's going to make it so simple. What I want you to do is touch your face and find where your cheekbone is, because wherever your cheekbone is, we're going to find just that little divot underneath, and that's where you're going to put your cheek contour. So right about here, this is where my cheekbone is the biggest, right there. So I feel right under. That's where my contour is going to go, just underneath. Usually that also is in line with the top of my earlobe. So if I felt my earlobe and dragged it right across my face, that's where my contour is going to sit. I hope that little tip helps you. Take your brush, tap, and you can pinch it if you'd like, and just place it right there on your hairline and just press it into your skin and flick up. Press and flick, 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 flick. See, it's very simple. Okay, and just go like that. Now, a good rule of thumb, you don't have to do it this way, but you can. If you're not sure how far to bring it down, a good rule of thumb is to imagine that there was a line that was going to be drawn from the outer part of your eye all the way down your face. That is a good place for you to stop your contour. Stop it right where your eye, the outer part of your eye is. If there was a line, that's as far as you'd want to bring it. Of course, you can bring it further if you prefer, if you like it that way. If you're not sure though, that's a good place to stop. There's no wrong way to do this. You can't mess it up. It's just a personal preference at that point, okay? So I've got this side done. I'm gonna do this side. So grab your finger or use your finger, find where your cheekbone is. Here's my cheekbone. And then I'll find right about where the bottom part is. It's right here. And again, if you're not sure, if it's a little difficult, the top of your earlobe, if you dragged it across your cheek, that's about right where your cheekbone is. And you can just keep on going down from there. So grab your brush, tap into your contour, give it a little pinch, and just flick up, 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 just like that. And you can stop right where that imaginary line is. Okay, we're not adding a lot of contour there. We're just adding just enough to give that beautiful dimension and shadow. Okay, nice. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Next thing is extra credit, completely unnecessary if you don't want to do this, but I always contour my nose because I just think it's fun and it gives me this really pretty look that I like. So I'm going to show you how to contour your nose if you want to. Again, extra credit, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But if you have your brush here, I want you to turn it to that sharp little edge. This is the detail brush. I love the detail brush for this purpose. But if you have the 3D brush, this pointy end works so well. If I recommended this brush, the buff brush, this smaller edge works super well because it's pointy, a little bit more pointy. That works well. And then I've got a couple of other brushes. You would just pinch them and get, all you really want is something really small and fine. That's what I'm getting at. So here we go. Just tap the edge of the brush into your contour, a very light tap. Now look at your nose. This is going to take a little bit of practice, and it's going to take you getting familiar with the shape of your face, which is totally fine. You're going to get it, okay? I promise you will. But if you look at my nose, my natural shadowing, let me see. Okay, I'll use this brush. My natural shadowing is right here. You can see it's a little darker down here. This is where my contour line is going to go, where that natural shadowing starts. So that's where I'm going to use the contour here. So I'm going to take the product that's on my brush, and I'm going to treat my brush like it's a stamp. And I'm just going to stamp the contour in a straight line going down. Do you see that? How I just put a little bit there and I just pretended it was a little stamp? There we go. And I like to bring it up towards my eyebrow right in there. I'll do the same thing on this side. And there we go. Just stamp it on down. Look at that. That's very simple. Great. Whatever's left over on my brush, I'm just gonna do that. Great. Nice, nice, nice. We basically are done. We have all of our highlights, our foundations in the color or in the proper places on our face. We've got our lightest shades in the center of our face and our eyes, our main highlight on the top of our cheekbones and the bottom of our cheeks and the center of our forehead above our eyebrow. And then we have our contour on our forehead, our cheeks, and our jawline. Now comes the fun part. We get to blend. This is my most favorite part of this makeup because you go from looking like crazy to glam and gorgeous in a hot second. Now, in order to use the same brush when you're doing your makeup, it works well if you start with your lightest shade and blend it out first and then start blending your darkest shade. So I'm going to start on my forehead and just blend it. Blend it all together. You can even stipple. Stippling is when you press the product into your skin like this. You press the brush and the product into your skin. And I'm going to do my eyes, and be careful around your eyes that you're not tugging too much. I like to stipple around my eyes so that I don't inadvertently create more tugging, which creates wrinkles. Now, go ahead and press it or swirl it, however you like, along your cheekbones. And notice I'm avoiding my contour. I'm not touching my contour whatsoever because I'm just focusing on the lightest parts. Do your chin and above your mouth. I'm going to do the inner eye, bring it over here, the outer eye. And you see how simple it's blending? Cream is so wonderful because it blends so seamlessly and perfectly. And because all of these are for coverage, I'm still getting the coverage that I need from to hide my skin imperfections, my acne scars and stuff, but they just happen to be in different colors. And they're all made out of the same ingredients, which means they're all going to blend so well together. I love that. Okay, so now we're going to start on our forehead and pull your forehead contour up into your hairline just so it looks seamless. Okay, pull it up, pull it up. There we go. And you see how nicely that's just blending and giving me that shape and dimension? Yes. It's helpful if you pull back so you can get a good idea of what the big picture looks like, but that looks really nice. Now I'm going to go to the bottom of my chin, my jawline, and I'm going to pull it down my neck. Just pull it down so that you don't have a stripe of contour just sitting on your jawline. Just blend it out and pull it down. And this will give you that nice chiseled look. It will look so complimentary, really, really nice. There we go. Next is your cheekbones. We're going to do the exact same motion that we did to put it on. We're just going to blend it out a little bit longer. So I'm going to use my brush and I'm going to flick in an upward motion. It's best to blend your contour in an upward motion because that helps to lift your face. If you blended it and brought it down, that would drag your face down. You don't want that. You want to have that lifted, youthful look. So just flick, 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 flick. Up, up, up. There you go. And just blend it until you're comfortable with how it looks. Oh, that looks so pretty. I love contour. It's my favorite part. Okay. And same on this side. Flick it up. There we go. And then you can stipple it and blend it until you're comfortable with how it looks. Now, I'm going to show you what to do if you accidentally contour too far or you don't like the way it looks. It's perfectly fine. You cannot mess up with this makeup. All you do is take this little fine end and clean it off. So what you'll do, not clean the brush, but I'll show you. Take the fine tip and tap it into your main shade, and you can just clean it up. Clean it up, okay? Main shade, clean it up until you get the extra contour blended out and it doesn't look unsightly, so to speak. Okay, that's fine. So if you ever have a mistake with this makeup, you can easily clean it up by just using your main highlight and just wipe it away, easy peasy. But again, there's really no mistakes when it comes to makeup. You cannot mess this up. All right, that's so pretty. I love it. Last spot is our nose. So use your brush. This is the detail brush. I love this brush for contour, but just use whatever fine tip of your brush that you have and blend that nose contour up and down until it's blended out nicely. Like that. Yeah, and then go to the other side. Just blend it out, easy peasy. There we are. And then you can use your pinky finger and just tap out that lighter contour that's sitting in the center of your nose. And if you want to make this look a little bit more exaggerated, you can tap with your brightest highlight and just put it right there in the center, the bridge of your nose. You don't have to do that though. That's definitely extra credit. Okay, one thing left is our lip and cheek. Our lips, our blush. We gotta do it, girls. We gotta do it because it makes such a big difference. Please do not skip on the blush. I feel like every woman should have blush because it just makes her look beautiful, have a rosy cheek, or if you like the more orangey colors or peach, it's absolutely beautiful on any woman. Don't skip it. Please don't skip it. I'm gonna use, this is one of my favorite colors. This is called Saffron. This one's very punchy, very poppy. There are so many shades that we have. If bright pink isn't your jam, that's okay because we have so many other shades that are complementary. What you're gonna do, I like to use my fingers. You can use a brush if you prefer. I've got some on my finger. Put it on my lips. This is lipstick and blush. Put it right on the upper lip. There we go. I love this color so much. I can never get enough. I think it's so pretty. Kissable. Now I'm going to take whatever's left on my finger. I tapped right in there, and I'm going to put it right here on my, there we go, on my cheekbone. Same thing. Put it right here on my cheekbone. And then I like to use this as eyeshadow as well. Don't you love a multi-purpose product? Something that you can use in 2 or 3 ways. I love it because it's more bang for your buck and it's just fun. It's just fun. All right, now we're gonna blend our lip and cheek. You can use the exact same brush, and just blend it. You can swirl it, you can stipple it, whatever you like. There we go. And I pull it up a little bit. And it blends so simple because it's also cream. And blend, I'm stippling it in first. And then you can swirl a little bit if you like that. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Hallelujah. So pretty. Now whatever's left over on my brush, I'm just going to use and blend out on my eyelids. I really like to use my lip and cheek on my eyelids because I think it makes my whole face look put together, but also complementary. Okay, you can stop here. We're done. This is basically it. Wasn't that simple? A super duper simple look. We have our main highlight, our brightening shade, and our contour to add this 3-dimensional look, and a lip and cheek. Everything for your whole face is in this top layer. Isn't that amazing? I think it's so fabulous, so simple, so amazing. Now, if you want to go one extra step and do an eyeshadow, I'm gonna show you how to do an eyeshadow. You don't have to do this if you don't have time, if you don't want to, but I'm gonna show it to you because there's a technique that I found out about eyeshadow that makes it so simple. If eyeshadow kind of stresses you out because you're worried about, I don't know the right combos, I don't know exactly what to do, placement, blah, 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 I'm going to make it so simple for you. You're gonna master eyeshadow for the rest of your life, okay? Here's a secret when it comes to eyeshadow. It doesn't matter what colors you choose. It does not matter. All you need are 3 things. You need a light color, a medium color, and a dark color. They don't have to be in the same color family. It doesn't matter if they're shimmer or matte, whatever. As long as one is light, medium, and dark, you're good to go. You're gonna look glam all the time. So I just randomly picked these 3 colors. This one is, I don't know what color this is. Soulmate. It's a little bit orangey. It's pretty. This is Mi Hija. And then this is Gilded. This is like a kind of a rusty pinky purpley type. One of my favorites, obviously. I've almost used it all. So what you're gonna do, take an eyeshadow brush. You could even use your fingers. Dip into your lightest shade and put your lightest shade right on the inner part of your eye, okay? Lightest shade just goes right there. Done. Now you're gonna go into your medium shade. Mine is Mi Hija, it's pink. You can choose whatever medium colors and light and dark you want. I just chose this one. Put it right in the center of your eyelid, just like that. If you have hooded eyes, I want you to do this with your eyes open. Ladies with hooded eyes, this little tip is very helpful. If you put your eyeshadow on with your eyes open, you'll be able to see where, it'll just help you. It'll help you because you know when you open your eye and your skin just kind of disappears, I want you to put all of your eyeshadow up above. Does that make sense? We can do a one-on-one class, and I can teach you one-on-one if what I'm saying isn't making sense. But anyways, so medium shade goes right in the middle, okay? Your darkest shade, let me get some, okay, will go on the outside. Just right there on the outside. You can even pick it up and go across if you like. Follow that crease, but that's extra credit. You don't have to do that, okay? Now, you're gonna take, I only use the smaller edge, right? The smaller end of the brush. We're gonna use this side, the fluffy end, and blend those 2 shades together. Blend the dark and the medium together, and then sweep it over. Sweep it over into the light. Done. Right? That was simple. All we did was light, medium, dark, blend, sweep, we're done. Isn't that incredible? Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna show you how to do it on this side. So lightest shade, tap your brush in there, put it on the inner corner of your eye. I'm actually gonna pull it out a little bit more because I just love this glitter. It's so pretty. I'm gonna pull it up, right? So the inner corner of my eye. Now I'm gonna go into my medium shade, put it right in the middle of my eye, right there. I love this color. It's pink, it's pretty. And then my darkest shade, Gilded. And put that right out here. Okay? And then flip the brush over to the fluffy end. Swirl, 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 blend the dark and the medium a little bit, and then sweep it over into your lightest shade. Done. Isn't that the easiest tip? So from here on out, you can do eyeshadow like a pro. That's all that there is to it. Light, medium, dark, blend the 2 colors, sweep, and you're done. Isn't that awesome? Okay. This is basically it as far as doing your 3D makeup. I'm so excited for you to try it out. Be sure to let me know how it's going. Line up all your colors the way you like. And when you've tried out your makeup, please, please, please take a selfie of you wearing your makeup and send it right to me. That's exactly how I want you. I want you to do it exactly how you did it when you did your first selfie. And the reason is this. That will be my opportunity to double, triple check and make sure that the colors I recommended to you are spot on. I want it to be a perfect color match. So send me that picture of you wearing the makeup so I can just guarantee that the colors are right. And if I do say so myself, they probably are spot on, but I just want to double check. Okay? Okay. Next thing is I really, really want to let you know and remind you that doing this makeup, there is a small learning curve, okay? It took me 2 full weeks of trying this makeup for the first time before I actually started to like it. It took me 2 weeks before I liked it. So when you're doing your makeup, give yourself grace, give yourself time, and try it every single day. Practice makes perfect. You might like it, you might get it straight out the gate, and if you do, I am so happy for you. I'm a little bit jealous, but I'm so happy. But if you're like me, it might take you 2 weeks, it might take you a little bit longer. That is okay. There's a learning curve with this makeup because it's so vastly different from what we've likely been using all of our life. So just give yourself time to get used to it. Now, when I say this, I really, 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 really want you to remember that you are not alone. My favorite part about this whole thing is that I get to help you every step of the way. If you're having trouble, if you need help, you have questions, you want me to guide you through doing your makeup one-on-one, I would love to do it. Please reach out to me. We can do a Zoom call one-on-one, and I can walk you step by step. We can do our makeup together. Or if you just need me to help you troubleshoot, I'm so happy to do that also, especially when it comes to women who have other skincare issues that you need to work on, like color correcting or oily skin or dry skin, whatever it is, I can help you. And beyond that, we're not just relying on my knowledge, but I have a team of women, 60 plus women, who also are Seint artists that have a plethora of knowledge that they're so willing to share with me and to share with you. You are not alone. You do not have to do this makeup alone. Please reach out to me. You can call me, you can text me, you could send me a DM, however we've been communicating, but I really want to let you know, please reach out to me. And also keep in mind, I show so many tips and tricks and tutorials on how to do this makeup, new techniques, new products on my Instagram page. So definitely check in on a regular basis to see what's happening, what's coming up, because there's always something fun to do with this makeup. There's something new products all the time, new techniques. So keep checking in on my Instagram page. Please keep in contact with me and remember to send me that selfie. Thank you so very much for spending this time with me, watching me teach you how to do this makeup, and I'm so grateful to know you and that you're trusting me thus far with your makeup routine. I know you're gonna nail it. You're gonna do such a great job. I'm just excited to see how it all comes together. All right, my friend. Well, thank you again, and you have a beautiful day. Mwah. See you.